Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a winter scene in Blender, as I haven't used Blender in a little while and it's Christmas, even though there's not much snow around. Also, while it doesn't necessarily look that cold, it is definitely cold. I think it's 20 to 30 degrees somewhere in there, which for around here, that's pretty cold. Well, with that, let's get straight into Blender. Wah! So here in Blender, I actually decided to keep the default cube and then went straight into sculpt mode, enabled dyed topo, and tried to make it somewhat like a little island. Once I got it looking how I wanted, I added a plane with subdivision to make a circle and scaled it so that there would be a little bit of ice around the floating island. Then I moved to the slide, which ends up being very straightforward. All I needed to do was extrude and move it to make it look right. Then I needed some trees, and my first attempt utilizing the skin modifier really didn't look that great. So I scrapped that and then tried another method I had seen utilized a little while ago, and did a couple things slightly different. It involved adding a cylinder, making it low poly, then extruding the sides and moving them down, and finally added a subdivision modifier. Instead of manually duplicating it to create the more looking pine tree look, I decided I would use an empty and then add an array modifier and have the array modifier controlled by the empty. This actually worked pretty well, and before long I had my tree. The nice thing about using the modifier was that I was able to slightly tweak the other trees very easily just by scaling and rotating the empty. With that, it was time for the very small cloud I wanted. And once I had it looking like I wanted, I added a particle system and started getting it so that it would look like it was snowing in that specific spot. Before long, the particle system was done, and now I just wanted a penguin. Originally, I used ChatGPT to create a nice, cute reference penguin, though I quickly scrapped that and decided I wanted a more looking low poly one, and I used a different reference from ChatGPT. With the penguin modeled, I did a very quick animation of it moving down the side and then flailing its flippers and falling into a little pond with a little splash. Also, for those curious, the penguin wasn't actually rigged, and the flailing worked because of shape keys. Now that all that was done, all I needed was some materials that ended up being very basic. While doing the materials, I also decided that only 2 trees should have the snow, and that the ice should be utilized using the Voronite texture. Now, only H2RI and lighting, and then boom, the results. Let's go! Hey everyone, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing that winter scene. I definitely had some fun making it. It was definitely the first time doing something with Blender, like actually pure Blender, no 3D printing, for quite a while. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!